Alright, what's going on? So I wanted to bring this video to you really quick because I've had a lot of people confront me with the problem of binge eating and just eating when they're not hungry or snacking when they're basically just bored. So one of the biggest things and hardest things to do is differentiate like hunger from thirst. So a lot of times you're finding yourself hungry, instead of reaching into the cupboard, go get something to drink, whether it's diet soda or even if it's some of your Crystal Light packets or just plain water. A lot of times when you drink something, you fill your stomach up with like liquid calories or just liquid, I should say liquid calories, scratch that. When you fill your stomach up with liquid volume, you'll find that a lot of times it will cure your cravings or curb your appetite. So instead of falling victim to basically the idea that you need to eat, think about what you can fill your stomach up with health-wise, okay? So another really powerful thing that I started using that I've actually used in the past, and I'm having my clients go back to using, is intermittent fasting. So what intermittent fasting is, if you don't already know, is where we basically separate a time of feasting from a time of fasting. So like, for example, the way I teach it, I say you want to have a 4 to 8 hour waking fast. So what I mean by that is when you wake up, let's say you get up at 8 o'clock. I get up at 8 o'clock right now. And I'll actually go till like 2 or 3 before I even eat anything. And that's a long time without eating. But like what it does is it allows you to get a lot of work done and get your day moving on the right path without having to focus on food. So you're really able to kind of like realize that how often you eat just because you're bored or how often you eat just because you're told you're supposed to eat. And that's something the fitness industry doesn't do very well, is it doesn't really allow for a whole lot of differentiation from person to person without any backlash or bickering between, multiple beliefs. So that's one thing that's different, and a lot of people will kind of bash the idea and bash me for that. But I actually got away from it for a little while. And as soon as I got back to it, just like this past week, I feel fantastic. So intermittent fasting is going to be one of my tools that actually keep you from binge eating. And it also allows you to have bigger, more satiating meals throughout the day. So if you're having trouble binge eating, you feel like you're just having such a hard time with finding something that works or eating because you're bored, then it's something you should try. And if you're new to fasting, just try to go to the first 2 or 3 hours without eating. And then when you eat, just eat like a small snack. Eat something small just to basically give you a taste, to get you just kind of like put something in your stomach. And then try to push your bigger meals back later in the day. So when nighttime comes, you can have a nice big dinner. And you can have like even a little bit of ice cream for dessert or some chocolate. Oh, it's just so satisfying. And it makes eating in a calorie deficit so much easier. So if you're looking for something new, looking for something different, and you're trying to stop binge eating, fasting is a good way to try. Fasting can be a very valuable tool, and also helping you eat less calories and burn more fat. So I hope this is helpful. I hope this is something that you can try for yourself, and just take like 2 days. Like take 2 days out of the week and just try this intermittent fasting thing. See how it works for you. I recommend going 4 to 8 hours from when you wake, but if you can't go that long, just try doing 2 or 3 hours from when you wake up before you eat anything, and then slowly try to push that fast back a little bit further each and every day. And I promise you will see like amazing results. That's how sometimes these people can eat. You always say junk food is because they're in a calorie deficit, because a lot of times they're just pushing their foods later back in the day. A lot of Hollywood actors will do this. A lot of fitness and, not fitness guys, a lot of movie stars will do this type of eating. And it works so well because you're just not so focused on food. So if you're having trouble binge eating, you're really thinking about food a lot, give this a shot. I promise you it'll really help a lot. That's about all I got. So have a good rest of your evening and try intermittent fasting. Let me know how it works for you.
Every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down to make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Hold my camera when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops.